The African American Museum here in St. Martinville is honoring a pioneer of the civil rights movement. I'm Samantha Loren, your St. Martin Parish reporter, taking a look at the museum's new exhibit, a chronological order of the Martinet's legacy that began right here in St. Martinville. The Louis A. Martinet exhibit, which opened on Thursday, tells the story of a radical civil rights activist, Louis A. Martinet, during the Reconstruction era. Martinet was born enslaved. He was the son of a Belgian carpenter and an enslaved African-American mother. They were both emancipated.
We kind of bring you through his life. After childhood here in St. Martinville, the things he grew up and moved on to do, such as becoming a state representative, and then going on to be a lawyer, and then a doctor. And then, of course, as he's known for, is the Plessy versus Ferguson.
African-American Museum Director and Curator Danielle Fontanet says memorabilia on the walls tell the story of all Martinet has done for civil rights.
He instituted for organizations and people after slavery and after the Civil War, during the Reconstruction time, things that he helped Black people achieve.
Fontanet says it was descendants of Martinet who wanted to highlight his life in the museum. Brian Martinet, great-grandnephew of Louis A. Martinet, who lives in Washington, stopped by St. Martinville in October before going to New Orleans for Martinet's proper burial, after the family located his grave nearly 100 years after his death in 1917.
Like 100 people showed up. The NAACP, the National Bar Association, the Black Panthers showed up, the Southern University, general people, and then 40 cousins from 15 different states showed up. I didn't know half of them. He brought us all pretty much together.
Through the museum's research, they were able to learn Martinet was the owner and editor of the Crusader newspaper, published in New Orleans. They also learned of another title he held.
We did know that he was a state representative and that he was an attorney, but even the part of him being a doctor is something that is not commonly spoken, and so we were amazed.
Martinet says he's excited for the new exhibit and wants to continue filling in gaps.
We don't have a lot of artifacts. They were all, destroyed. But we would like to contribute any way we can, monetarily or through connections or whatever. It's a story that should be told, and people should learn, and the African American Museum is the first people to actually highlight that, and to honor him, which he deserves.
Fontanet says the museum is looking for one more key part of the exhibit.
We are looking for Louis's picture. Nowhere can we find this picture, and it's kind of odd.
Martinet says in December, the DOTD is placing a historical marker in New Orleans on Canal and Exchange Street, where Louis Andre Martinet's office of the Crusader once was. Reporting in St. Martin Parish, Samantha Loren, KATC TV3.